Hello students. So today we are going to study about chapter number 1 of class 10 geography, that is resources and development. So, what do you mean by a resource? You have already studied this in your class 9th, right? So, try recalling it. Yes, you are correct. Anything that is available in our environment or present in our environment, and if we can use it to fulfill or accomplish our needs, then it is termed as a resource. For example, a forest. It is available or present in our environment and it can fulfill our need for oxygen and food. So it is a resource. Now wind. Wind is available or present in our environment and it fulfills our need for electricity. That is, from wind we can generate wind energy. So it fulfills our need for electricity and it also is available in our environment. So it is a resource. Now house. House is made up of things which are available in our environment and it can fulfill our need for shelter. So it is also a resource. Now the rocks that you see, these are mineral rocks. So it is present in our environment and it satisfies our need for construction. That is, we can use these rocks for constructing floors, for constructing slabs, etc. And it also fulfills our chemical needs. That is, we can get minerals from these rocks. So our chemical needs are also satisfied. So it is termed as a resource. Now, take the case of a plant that produces fruits which are toxic to both animals and humans. That is, if we eat it, we will die. So, can it be termed as a resource? Confused, right? So, the same confusion came to the people who defined the term resource. So, they decided to elaborate the definition. So, they said that in order for a thing to be described as a resource, it must satisfy the following conditions. So, what are the conditions? Let us see it one by one. The first condition is that it must be technologically accessible. That is, you must be able to obtain the resource in your hands with the help of any kind of technology. For example, take the case of the mineral rocks which are present deep below the earth. If you don't have any mechanism or technology to take the rock out from underneath the earth's crust, then you cannot use it, right? So it will not become a resource if you cannot technologically access the resource. So technologically accessible is a condition that a material or a thing must obey in order for it to become a resource. Now, the second condition is economically feasible. That is, it must be within our budget. We have found out that solar energy is the best form of energy. But in our country, we don't use solar energy as fuel for vehicles. It is because of the high cost to produce such a vehicle. So, for the time being, solar fuels are not yet a resource in our country because of economic reasons. So, a thing or material must be economically feasible, that is within the cost limits, in order to become a resource. Now, the third condition is that it must be culturally acceptable. Take the case of tiger skin or elephant tusk. Both these are banned in our country. It is having the potential to satisfy our needs of clothing, that is, tiger skin can be used to produce clothes, and elephant tusk can be used as a decor piece. It is not acceptable to kill animals for our needs. Hence, we cannot call it a resource. So, these are the three conditions that a material or a thing must satisfy in order to become a resource. What are they? Technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable. So now, let us hear the elaborated definition of a resource. Everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs, provided it is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally acceptable, can be termed as a resource. Now, did you understand what is the definition of a resource? So now, let us move on to the next topic, that is, how do we convert material available in our environment to a resource? We humans look into the nature to find out something or some material which can be of use to us. Then we access it with available technology and convert it into a useful product in our factories, or otherwise termed as institutions. So factories are also termed as institutions or companies, or anything which is used to convert this raw material into a useful product is termed as institution. So there is an interdependent relation between nature, technology, and institution for producing a raw material into a resource. That is, it forms a triangle. So this figure that you see is showing the interdependent relation between nature, technology, and institution. So once again, let me make it clear to you that institutions are places where raw materials are converted into final goods, that is, goods that we can use it directly. Okay, that places are termed as institutions. So for example, factories. So now I'm going to end this session. So we have discussed two topics in this session, namely what is meant by resource, that is the definition of resource, and how do we convert the material available in our environment to resource, that is the interdependent relation between nature, technology, and institution. Okay, so hope you understood it. Thank you for watching. We will be coming up with a next video. Until then, bye bye.